Top of the evening, guys. It is the I Am Urban MALACHI-RESEAN show, and yes, we have a scenic view of this evening. This is brought to you none other than Eva Mirror Express Homes, and guys, I have a special appearance and special guest. Well, special one for you. This one, not a special guest, and don't want to get you aroused like that. Oh, not yet. In due time, though. Guys, urgent, act now, come quick. I don't know why I said urgent. Fine. I like urgency. Urgency is like the keyness of the matter. But if it gets you here a little bit earlier, god darn it, it works. But anyway, we're not here for any of that. What we're here for is drop everything, come quick. Urban's got some real estate investing profit maxims that he wants to go over. Because we spoke about some before, but we want to go over a few more with you guys, just in the matters of being able to enact on what you guys are adherents at. It's like you guys are getting the quick flip of what we got going on for you guys. So what we're doing is we're solving property owners' challenges in exchange for ownership and control of the property. But first and foremost, I want to, before we jump into this one, I want to first and foremost thank you guys for coming in and liking and commenting and subscribing and asking questions. If you guys are catching the live stream, it's greatly appreciated you guys are here tonight. Fantastic fango for to see you guys here in this one. If you guys are catching the review, we understand that you were super busy this evening for whatever reason under the sun. Whether you are just, I don't know what you guys do these days. Anyways, what I do know is if you are viewing us, we much appreciate that you are viewing us from wherever you are in the world. So without further ado, I think we're just going to jump off in this one. We're going to be solving property owners' challenges in this one. We're going to be finding areas that we want to be in. All right, we might go off on my phone tonight. We're solving property owners' challenges, so we're dealing with boxes with tops on them, with individuals inside of them, in which are facing some kind of challenge. And we are solving the challenge by taking the burden off their shoulders, in which they are now going to be placed in a positioning and where they are going to be in a better position than where we found them originally. So, my objective this evening is going to be super simple for you guys. We're going to be doing a cold calling challenge. I have committed to, over the next 90 days, doing a cold calling challenge where we're going to be calling up property owners who are facing some sort of challenge that may realm out to divorces, realm out to being probate properties where individuals are, of course, you guys know what divorces are, where he's wrong, she's right, and of course we're gonna help her or advocate on her behalf because she is right. She did what she says she did, and you did whatever you did, mister. And then probate, there is a deceased with the property, as you guys may have seen in some of my previous videos. That we have had a few probate cases that we have been working on. Also in this one here, what you're going to be seeing is where probates are. Is when there is a deceased with the subject property and there was not a will that was left. So it was left upon the state to delegate who becomes the estate executorship. And at the point of the executor being appointed by the state, they are the judge or magistrate. They are then to mitigate the risks of the assets of the deceased. At that point, what they will then do is assure that all of the mitigated assets are relinquished to the other heirs of the property. And at that point, we can come in and provide value to the heirs of the property in which best suits case for that property. Next case in which we're seeking to work with are pre-foreclosures, property that are facing some kind of foreclosure that may have defaulted on their mortgage for whatever reason under the sun. Sometimes it's monetary, sometimes it's a stipulation in the mortgage. Whatever it happens to be, it rounds out to be something to do with money. And once we have those sorted out, then we can move in that manner in which that solves that property owner's challenge. And sometimes that looks as if there may be a short sale on the property. There may be some kind of situation that needs to be arranged for that property owner or that occupant at the time, whichever the one that may be. Now, there's also tax delinquencies that you guys are going to see us go across. Property owners that are delinquent on their taxes have been delinquent for some amount of time in years. And we are going to come in with our partner, Mr. J. Joe. You guys know Mr. J. Joe, just buying all the properties up and down on the auction block. And once they are once he purchases them, he's gonna buy them. Let's say he buys them at $250,000. You know, Mr. J. Joe. Mr. J. Joe likes to spend his money. He likes to spend his money with us. He prefers to be working with us, but he just doesn't know us yet. So we're gonna go introduce ourselves to him. So Mr. J. Joe's down there with the auctioneer, and he's bidding on properties. And you go and you introduce yourself. You can say, hey, Mr. J. Joe, notice that you've bidded on this property here, and you are seeking to put $5,000 down. Did I get that correctly? You put $5,000 down to bid on this property, whether you win or not, or up to 5%, as sometimes as seen. So we want to provide you with a value, something that. How about we exchange numbers, and maybe I can take you out to brunch, and we can learn a little bit more about your buying process and how I could be of value here to you. And with the exchange of the information and you meeting up with them, you now have a buyer on your contacts list, and you are now to be able to extinguish that individual to be able to purchase your properties. So you're going to go out with his buying criteria, and you're going to buy your properties in his criteria, in which at the point Mr. J. Joe is going to be getting some properties brought to him that's going to save him some time, energy, and efforts. So you're going to go out with the buying criteria. So let's say he bought a property for $250,000, $250,000, for those who are not getting my terminology here. $250,000. So $250,000. Oh my gosh, that was actually pretty funny. $250,000. All right, guys, you gotta laugh. You can't laugh at yourself, or you having any fun. Like, come on, you gotta be able to find some way, be able to laugh at yourself. Anyways, so you're going out, you're finding properties. So you're gonna do the marketing tactics that you learn here on the I Am Urban Malachi-RESEAN show. And what you're then going to do is to then find properties that may be facing something such as like a water bill challenge, whereas the water bill has gotten to an obnoxious amount, where the bills of exchange has not been made, a performance has not been made, and you are able to perform on the behalf of the property owner. And what you can do is place them in an agreement. So let's say that you come across a property, you spoke with one of the water meter company individuals who are cutting off waters in the area, and or you just so happen to come up or go down to your local water company, and they let you know that, hey, look, this is a list of delinquencies of the month. I'm not sure, each state cities may vary. Each water company varies whether or not they decide to give out that information. However, we had our opportunities with water companies, and they also were able to provide this with their information in certain cities and certain locales. So, of course, again, I'm going to defer to that certain city or state. And if you have an attorney working in that state, we're going to defer to that attorney, because they are probably going to know best of your local locales and to be working with certain individuals. So what we do then is we come across the list, we call them up using the list information that we learn here at the I Am Urban Malachi-RESEAN show. And you are going to do the skip tracing. So the skip tracing software that you use on, or that is used on the I Am Urban Malachi-RESEAN show. You give them a call up. You say, hey, look, Miss Sarah Sue. You find out that the owner's name is Sarah Sue from looking at all the softwares that we use over here on the I Am Urban Malachi-RESEAN show. Hey, Miss Sarah Sue, I was curious. Came across your property at 123 Main Street. I was curious if you're still owning that property. I'm interested in buying that property, buying a few more properties, in fact, in that area. And I would like for this to be one of them. Of course, they're always love when you're curious. When you're curious, they want to know why you're so curious. And then, of course, they let you know. So they say, hey, yeah, I'm interested in selling. I couldn't pay my electric bill. They give you some kind of challenge of where they're facing at that time and place. So then what you're able to do is say, hey, well, look, I can help you with that challenge. I know someone who would be great to I may buy this property myself first and foremost, because I believe this may be a deal for me. If in the event that I do not purchase it, I have a partner who will come in, and then they can close on this property if it fits their criteria, and or we can list this property on the market. However, you're always going to be working with me. Is that okay with you? If the answer is yes, then go on, proceed. If the answer is no, then we need to figure out why they are saying no. Sometimes it's not always the reasoning of the no is not because pardon me. I asked them 3 questions sometimes, or in fact more times often than not. I call people who I know are going to sell for when not knowing they're going to sell, but have a higher opportunity of getting a motivational seller to say yes, based off of their levels of motivation, and that pertains to probably a for sale by owner. If there are tax delinquencies, if there's higher than taxes, and the property is not an adequate position. Because what I do is you can stack leads. You could go out. Let's say you do a list of taxes. You do a list of water bills, and you can all put them all together, and then you notice that the taxes in the water bill, and so obviously the property is going to need some kind of work to it, simply because there's going to be needing some repairs to the property apparently, because if it's been, if the water bill's high and the taxes are high, that means there's no one's been living in there for quite some time, so you're going to have to do some kind of work to the property. And or if there was a divorce in the property as well, so we could also stack the divorce list. And if there's a divorce list and then there's a tax liens, you're gonna know that if she gets 50%, you gotta add that tax lien in there, so that's gonna cause an equilibrium there too as well. So there's many means and what the challenge may be. However, we provide them with the options that are going to solve their challenge. So Ms. Sarah Sue, for the case may be, and she says, well, yeah, I got $75,000 in arrearages, and I got to make sure I move comfortably, or whatever the matters may be. So then what you're going to do is you're going to say, okay, that sounds good to us. Now you go and do your due diligence, and you notice that this property is actually valued at $150,000 is what you did your due diligence at. However, if you notice that Mr. J. Joe might have a different criteria because he's buying properties and he has his own idealistic goal about this property to sell at. So then you're shopping for Mr. J. Joe. If he sees that this property is valued at $200,000 and he can make an extra $50,000 on it because he believes it's at $250,000, but he's going to go on the lower end and say $200,000 for the sake of numbers here. So what you're going to do then is you're going to say, hey, look, I want to make $25,000 if this is you. And this is for my 9-to-5ers, the individuals who are feels as though they're overworked and underpaid. If you got 401k stashed away and you're just absolutely tired of individuals of spending your money and you getting hardly anything but a nickel and a dime back, and or if you just want to early retire, you want to set off that financial independence and retire early. So for whatever your reasoning for getting into real estate at the low barrier entry, is let's say you want to make an extra $25,000 for this month. So what you then do is you say, Ms. Sarah Sue, if this is what you would want, you want us to if we could buy your property at $75,000, if that works for you, then the $75,000 works for you, so $75,000 works for us. You're going to then stack on the $25,000, which then down your agreement is going to be arbitrarily or common law country. You're going to assign your equitable interest. You do not own the home. You have the equitable interest in the home. Okay. The equitable interest is then being assigned over to the end buyer. The end buyer is then going to use his own cash, or he's going to use some form of funds, however he comes. It doesn't matter. IRA account that he has stashed away, whatever. Mr. J. Joe just comes to the closing table because what you did is you put the purchase agreement in the title and escrow company. They did a title examination, and then you brought Mr. J. Joe to do his due diligence. He walks the property, likes what he sees. He takes a look at your pictures. He does the works that needs to be to give you a firm yes on buying this property. So then you place him in an assignment agreement for the $100,000. You're going to take that assignment agreement, place it into the escrow title company, and then you're going to settle on the property, or Mr. J. Joe is going to settle on the property, whereas the $100,000 now covers your $25,000 that you put in your pocket, and then the $75,000 that goes to Miss Sarah Sue, and then Mr. J. Joe gets his property. So that's how that works. So what we're going to be doing here today is we're going to be getting into the insiders, how this works. Yeah. Are you ready for the cold calling? Yes. This is the most electrifying cold caller ever. All right, guys. I get excited when I cold call. It's something about the atmosphere that completely changes. Like, you're just ready for a cold call. You guys know you just get pumped. You guys get up early in the morning. You get pumped. The very first thing is you get your blood running. You get your blood running, and you're burning BDNF early in the morning. Brain. I'm slaughtering it. God darn it! I'm slaughtering. The brain-derived neurotrophic factor. See, my brain is moving so quick. I just got to make sure I have it on the key for you guys. So BDNF, your brain-derived neurotrophic. All right, we're just gonna cut it. We're gonna cut it there. Anyway, guys, you're gonna build that neuroplasticity in your mind, and now you're going to be ready for the day. That's how I feel when I do cold calling. So I stretch my brain so that I can be ready for cold calling and being able to relay the information that I have readily available for these clients. How's that sound? You guys like that? Sounds good? All right. If you guys like that, I love it. All right. So without further more, here what we're going to do. We're going to get right into it. I'm going to, you guys know I don't care if you like it or not. I'm just going to provide value because there's somebody out there who loves it. It doesn't matter. They love it. They like it. They're learning from it. That's what matters. They ain't got to like it. The people do not got to like it. You know why? It's resourceful. They ain't got to like it. It's just resourceful. It's like an encyclopedia. They don't read it. Google. I'm the update version, baby. They can go out there to find whatever they want. But I'm Google, baby. I only want to compare. I don't want to compare to Google. Take that. We can't take that back. This is just out there. It's out there now. So, however, encyclopedia, Google. Whatever out there is in the world, there. I am Irvin Malachi-RESEAN show. Let's go ahead and you guys get the best of both worlds because you can fact check me and go back out there in the world and see what you like and come bring it back and then drop it in the comment section. Hey, I learned this, and you guys I can read it and share it on the show, and that's if you catch the live show. Or you can just leave it down below and ask a question if you have a question about something in concerns. Just say, hey, look, I just found this out there and reading blah, 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 blah. We can review it on the show. Bring it up. Say, hey, look, this is a review. This is what we do. This is how it works for us. If it works for us, and if our partners are using it, then we share it on the show. If not, we just discard it. This is how it works. We have people who are sharp around us. So we just because we're the I Am Irvin Malachi-RESEAN show, we still have individuals who are sharp. We're just the cutlery inside of the drawer. So there are sharp individuals that are in the drawer as well. So your questions will be answered here, and we'll answer them in the manner that they come and at the level and ratio of their demand. Does that work for you guys? All right. Hope it does. Because we're here to bring value to you. So, all right. So I gotta go do the filters again. Coming out of Zoom.com. What if I let's download the app? Oh, we got the app here. Why don't we have the app? Let's get the app. We're gonna do filters. We're going to do foreclosure trustees, and then we're going to. So we're going to be in. We're coming from the Texan state. The Texan state. Let's go for active sales. All right, here we go. I don't think it really matters. We just start off with the first one we see. It does matter because we're getting closer to this date. It's gotta be. I always push for it to be at least like 14 days out. So I'm not calling anybody that's in like a super crunch. Not to say that we can't solve those challenges. The closer to the date that they're due is probably the higher ratio of the motivation. I just like work with individuals who's got some time. You call people that are in crunches, it's like they're still trying to figure it out. And not always the case, but I find that they're still trying to figure it out. So I don't know if what they're figuring it out has worked for them or not. But I like them somewhere around 14 days. If you call them 30 days out, sometimes if they're like 30 days out, you call them. They're just getting into knowing. Sometimes it doesn't happen overnight. It's about a 6 month time period. So we're dealing with 44 foreclosures in which I'm referencing to. But however. It generally happens like 6 months or so it's not overnight. But most of the times, if they're like 30 days in or close to their sale, they're probably not going to remember you because you're calling so far out from their date and they're still trying to figure it out. So if you call that far out, it's like they might not answer you. They be working it out. But then you get like 14 days. Sometimes their phone is off. But if you got like iPhone, these are just experiences. This is my experience. I can only give you my experience. So I'm looking for properties that are probably going to be out a little bit further beyond the date. I'm not saying you guys cannot call those individuals. All I'm saying is check with your local locales of your attorneys, and we'll defer to what they say because they probably know their state locale. However, I know for even Mirror Express Homes, they prefer to have properties that are at best somewhere about 14 days out. Just give us a little bit more time of wiggle room here. So you do not want to be in a crunch where you got to call, especially if you got to do it on the last day. If you do it on the last day, it's just like, man, whoa. I'm not saying it's impossible to do, but man, it's so rough. I mean, the process is the process, but man, it's like you get that close in, people's heartbeat be racing, they overthinking it, and like, hold up, you wanted to work with us, so let us handle it. So just trying to give you guys figure somewhere around like the fifth, like the fifth day, it really starts to hone into people. Like the reality is like, now I got to figure out like my living standards. So it's like, do I compromise my living, or do I balls the wall and say fudge it, and whatever happens? Like we get both, guys. We get both on this phone call, on these phone calls. Bear with me one moment. I don't think I'm hooked. I'm not, in fact. So let me hook up. We're gonna hook up. Man, he is handsome. He's even more handsome and closer. Wow. Whew. It's a good thing I'm not a woman. If I was a woman, sheesh. All right, we're gonna have to cut that one out. But man, I'm just saying. I'm not saying I identify as a woman or anything. My pronouns are pay and me. All right, we're not going to talk about how handsome I am. We're going to leave that off the screen. All right, so foreclosure sale. Got one here. Let's see. Let's give these individuals a call, shall we? First things first, got to place the properties and information inside of the calendar, because I likes to know if I got to follow ups, and I wants to make sure that I got everything I need to do the follow up. So I'm just going to drop the full address and add. So just drop that down there in the description. Foreclosure details. When's the foreclosure sale? October 1st, 10 a.m. Okay. And then the trustee sale information. Is there a trustee sale? Yes, there is a property address or properties information. Scroll down just a little bit further. Oh, and they have these trustees information. Let's place the trustees information here too. Man, I'm really like, this site is, yeah. Site is yang right now. Let's see. See if this trustee sales actually come up. Ooh, I found a new online property search access portal. Oh my goodness. Ooh, I just found me another. Ooh, I just found another trustees. Ooh, I am so going to be using them. Oh my gosh, I'm going to be leveraging them. I have to do my due diligence first, though. Do my due diligence first, you know. Oh, but I think I found me a new lender. Well, not lender, but you guys know what I mean. I think you guys do. What hope you do. Trustees. I found a new trustees. Foreclosure trustees, guys. I'm gonna add them to our arsenal. I'm gonna add them to our toolbox. If you guys have not gotten the Excel spreadsheet, what are you doing? What are you doing? Go get the Excel spreadsheet now. You are only going to get this by going to emailing below the email below. I don't need to say the full email, but it's below. The email below, and it tells you exactly how to get the personalized information. We tell you how to get the information. It's below. All right. Moving forward. I got that all out. All right, so I got the properties information in here. Got the foreclosure. So let's just double check to make sure we have everything. Make sure we cover our grounds best as we know to. All right, so we got a title. Yes. We know when the foreclosure date is. Yes, October the 1st. Okay. At what time? 10. Okay. All right. 10. Okay. All right. We got our follow up. Yes. We got our color code for the team. Yes. Got the address down there. Yes. 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 Oh. We doing it. We're doing it. We're doing the business. I want to say this. We're doing the works. I could say that we're doing the works. The works shall come with fruits. Let's see what the fruits may bear. Let's see what the fruits may. Let's see what the fruits. May fruits be favorable. That's what we ask, is the fruits that may be favorable. All right, let's grab the trustee sale number because I want to go back to my calendar really quickly. I'm gonna go to my duplicates. I'm gonna duplicate this, and I'm gonna change it from property foreclosure to property inquiry. And then what I'm gonna do is place it 2 weeks out. Tuesday. 1, 2. I guess I can put it a little closer than the day. 29th, 3rd. Okay, cool. Yeah. All right. And I'm gonna call it early in the morning, 8 o'clock ish. Our 8 is or what? Ooh, cannot call them at that time because that's gonna be too early. Just call them around. Yeah, around that time. All right. We're learning here, guys. We're learning. Staying within the lines. All right. Notes. Sweet baby Jesus. All right. Looking good. All right. Let's find out who owns this. Let's see who owns this box. I'm going to take the address. I'm just going to use parcel this evening. Okay. Whoa, I know that's not the correct one. Okay, there we go. Abraham Gomez. Hey, bruh. Gomez. All right. Enough of slandering people's names. It's not good because people call me Malachi, Mickey. I'm like, who? Come again? Michael, Marcel. Who? Huh? I'll be looking at people sideways sometimes they call my name. Marvelous. Oh, how marvelous you can say my name. I marveled. All right, enough of that. So here we go. County of Wilmington. Let's see. What will it take to pull up Wilmington from Netter Online? You guys know this process already. I would believe you do. I don't know. Have you guys watched enough of my show yet to know what we do here? No? Okay. Keep watching. Keep watching. You guys got 90 days to figure this out. If you haven't figured it out by now, you got 90 days to do it. So, let's see. Oh, they have an appraisal district. Oh. All right. Property's address. I like this county already. See? Streamline my process. What I don't like is when I put the address in and it doesn't come up. What's up with that? Okay. I guess we gotta separate the wheat from the chaff. That still didn't work. There it is. That did though. Woo! I never get married by the numbers. I do not marry the numbers, but my gosh, I'll marry the process. The process is weird. The process and the progress. Man, these numbers, just sheesh, sheesh. These numbers say one thing, but the properties says a whole complete difference. Yeah, that's something. One thing I noticed about Zoom.com is I don't see where you can actually find the trustees' information. Like, where's their information? How do I know the trustee has the rights to sell this property? Like, people don't look at that stuff. I do. I want to know if they can actually sell this property. Are they eligible to sell this thing? All right, that's why we're going to circle back to the trustee. We're going to go to their website again, and let's see. Oh, I don't believe they're the lender or the servicer, but they do come up. For whatever reasoning, they come up. Let's see, sell information. Access property search. Oh, okay, 403, forbidden, huh? Isn't that quite something? All right, whatever. Something we'll do a bit more detailed in due diligence into. For now, we can just call the property owner and let them tell us, and we can gain access through them. Just stimulate our process for now. All right, we're going to search. We're going to do fastpeoplesearch.com and treepeoplesearch.com and Hutto, Texas. Hutto. Abraham Gomez. Okay. I guess you guys can look through the million of other individuals named that. Good luck. All right. We're going to figure out if this is the proper number that we're calling, and then we're going to use another site to double check our work. So for now, choose the one that they have up here and the email. And drop that below. Gosh, when I move out here, when I'm completely like moved to Texas, when it happens, I gotta learn Spanish. Like, if you can speak, if you're bilingual, you know how to speak Spanish, holla at me. I'm making it my third language. I can speak just a little bit. Just I could say just enough to openers and introductions and dialogue or converse, lack of better words, converse, just respondents and the letterings, and yeah, I'm gonna learn. I'm gonna learn. I'm learning it. Learning as I earn. So if you guys want to learn some real estate, I'll exchange you guys. All right, TruePeopleSearch.com. Could you imagine if I was like so wrong in saying like what little is, and I'm saying some other word? Boy, on a live. Wow. All right, got the property address up again. I don't know why I do that. That's why. Delicious. Wow. Water is so refreshing. It's freshening. You guys drink water? You should drink more water. Water is good for you. If you didn't know that. Pardon me. I just believe people should drink at least a gallon of water a day. Keep their whatevers away. Feel a whole lot better. And your systems will be cleaned. How many people don't drink water? Oh, we're not even going to go in that conversation. Drink more water. All right. Numbers are the same. Emails the same. Drink more water. Oh.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone.
First of all, pick up the phone. Somebody's calling you.
Your call has been forwarded to voice.
All right, guys, we're going to do a devious triple tap. You guys already know. Triple tap, call them 3 times. They don't answer, do a voicemail. They don't answer the phone call, do a voicemail. The voicemail you leave, make sure you send them a text. After you send them a text, what are you guys going to do? You guys don't have to do any of this stuff, to be honest with you. Hello?
Who is this?
Hi, my name is Malachi with Eva Mary Express Homes. How you doing this evening? Is this Mr. Gomez?
Yes, who is this?
Yes, my name is Malachi with Eva Mary Express Homes. How you doing this evening?
Pretty good.
That's good. Hey, the reason for my call is I'm looking to help you stop the foreclosure. Are you still living in the home?
Yes.
Okay. Let me ask you: are you looking to keep the home, or are you looking to get off the show?
To keep it.
Okay.
Keep it.
What have you done?
After the divorce, I'm looking to sell it probably to pay everything else off, but I want to keep it.
Okay. Well, we can most definitely advocate on your behalf on that. Let me ask you this: have you spoken to the lender?
No, not yet.
Not yet. Okay. Do you know the reasoning why the foreclosure?
Well, getting behind on the payment. That's it, because due to the divorce and all that.
Okay.
You know, I get it 1 week. She gets it 1 week. She's supposed to pay the bills, and she's not holding her end.
Okay. Now we can definitely help you with that if that's what's going on. If there's payments that were supposed to have been made and they weren't met, and if the lenders, whatever the lenders are requiring, we can take a look at and see what's going on with the mortgage. If there's any payments that were rearranged that was supposed to be made to assure that you're in the good standings here. And so how this process works is super simple. What we do is we first get authorization through you to speak on your behalf on the account. And then what that does is we can now get a full-on autopsy, like kind of like a doctor, getting blood work and x-rays. What that then does allows us to see what is the full status of what's going on under the hood of the account.
Okay. Now, when you do all that, what is it that's going to be owed to y'all? Because everybody's got to get paid, correct?
That is correct. So generally, what we do is we do an advocacy, and so within a year or so, it generally takes to rebuild your credit. So most common times, what you'll hear is the best methods are either short selling the home, which of course the realtor sometimes it's just the real estate professional really, and the attorneys get together, the foreclosure attorney gets together, and they're in for a profit, so they have to sell the house for less than what the market value is, and then they'll sell it for less than what you owe. And many times in a society like it is today, everything is built off of credit, so it's going to be harder for you to find a place to rent once you sell. So.
Right.
And on the other hand, what you're probably looking at is the bankruptcy thing, which is no one's friend really. You know, there's
Right.
you may go before a judge, and they may say, hey, look, you know, you may can't afford this home, so the best thing for you to do is to sell it. Or they may say something like, if you're in a position to afford the home, you go on a payment plan. However, if you miss a single payment, you're gonna be back in the same square one again.
Okay.
So best means is what we could do is, let me ask you this: what's a good email for you?
L-Y.
L-Y
D-A-N.
D-A-N.
C as in cat.
Uh-huh.
A-N. A as in apple. N as in Nancy.
Okay.
2125.
A lender's been saying that you were delinquent.
I think I'm going on like 4 or 5 months now.
Okay. All right. And have they sent you any kind of like letterings or any mail, or are they cooperating?
I don't think they have yet because you know, like I said, she gets the house 1 week, I get the house next week.
Mm-hmm. But you just want to be done with it.
Yeah, actually I do.
Okay. Yeah, I could definitely see what kind of options are on the table for you, and that way whatever the lenders are requiring, we can get all that information in, and we can start really knocking this down and figuring out what's best plans out for you, so that you can move in a better light than where you currently are.
Oh, awesome! And your name is again?
And my name is Malachi. I'm with Eva Mayer Express Homes.
Okay. Now Malachi.
Mm-hmm.
What's your price tag then to help me with all this?
So generally what we do is, my apologies for not stating that part. So what we do is we charge a 10% for whatever we're able to recover. If there's with findings that there's maybe wrongdoings or something in the mix of going on with the mortgage, if they're at fault, like if there's something wrong with the mortgage, and we find that there may be a means for you to have a recovery, then we can take it in that manner, if it shows. And then like I said, it generally takes about a year for you to rebuild your credit. So sometime within that year, you're able to rebuild your credit, and then you'll be able to buy the property back for about 10% of the valuation.
What do you mean? Why would I want to buy the property back though? I don't understand.
Well, in the position whereas you want to take the property off your shoulders, we want to make sure that you have the full rights to the property. So in order for this to work, we have to have compliance. Are you the only individual on in this property?
I am, and that's what I'm trying to do.
Oh, okay. Well, my complete apologies. That was misinterpretation on my end. So if you're the only owner in this property and you're just looking to offset the property, then all we need is just to figure out what the lenders are requiring, and then we can take it from there.
Okay.
So
what happened?
What that part of the process, because I don't want to put the chariot before the horse. What we need to do is first find out what the lenders are requiring. And so then whatever we charge is probably going to be about 10%, like I said, for offsetting this property for you.
Now 10% is what it sells for, or 10%?
10% of the valuation of the home is correct. So and I don't want to. I don't want to go too far deep in the numbers because I don't know enough information. The only thing I know is that from what you told me. But when I hear back from the lenders, I can tell you a little bit more better how this works. But for right now, what you're going to be looking at is, once we hear back, we can then give you better answers. The way that this works is, if it fits our criteria, then we could take this property on. However, I do have partners also who would be willing to take this on also. And if everything just checks out and it makes more sense to that he doesn't want to take it on, we do have a realtor who can list the property and we can get the best value for it. However, you'll always be working with me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because in the end, I don't want my credit to get ruined though, and I do want to sell the house, and I do want to make some profit about it, because for my family, we're looking to buy a property here within
Okay, so you're looking to where are you looking to move to?
Well, we want to look somewhere here in Texas. I don't know if you're familiar with Texas.
Vaguely. Maybe you can give me some insights, and I know better where to start placing my realtor, and they can get us a better insight.
Manor. We're looking at Manor. We're looking somewhere in Austin.
Manor,
we're looking
Austin.
at Pflugerville.
Okay. Now I don't know what the complete of the all. Do you know what the lenders are requiring, like what they're asking for, what the dollar amount is?
I think it's somewhere around 10.
10,000.
Yes. So you don't get 10%. You don't get 10% of the 10,000. You get 10% of the whole property.
Again, I can't. Again, I'm putting the chariot before the horse. I don't know anything at this point. I all I know is from right now, until we hear back from the lenders or what they're asking for. They could be asking for a full accelerated amount, and then we got to be working at that angle. But if they're asking for 10,000 in arrears, are you in the military? Is this a VA loan or anything?
No. And it's solely under my name.
Okay.
And we have the final divorce hearing at the end of the month or the beginning of next month.
What do you know the date?
September 3rd.
September 3rd. Okay. All right, because I just wanted to make sure that I have all the dates on alignment, just so I'm clear on my end on insurance. But the way the process works is that we want to make sure that these arrangements are made so that you're in good standings before that date, if that makes sense.
Oh, before that date.
Yeah. So and of course I can't give you any promises. The only thing that I can tell you is that we'll perform in the best manner to get all the information that we need from the lenders. It generally, once we get the authorization over to you, and we've received that back signed, we'll fax it over to them. We also mail it to them also. And it generally takes them somewhere between 24 to 48 hours to hear back from the lenders. And what we can do from there is we can give you a better insight of what they're asking for, what they're requiring you for in the mortgage.
Okay, now if I do that, how much would that be charged to me?
No, there's no fee. There's no fee. All we're doing is gathering the information. So there's no fee for that.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, okay. Now you're talking what I like to hear, Malachi.
If you like that, then I got more for you.
Is it bad news?
No. I only bring. There's no bad shores in me. All I can bring you is good joys. Is that okay?
Oh, wow. Well, that's good to hear.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm glad this is more of an ease for you. So, that means I'm doing what I'm supposed to do here. So, why don't we do this? What's your schedule like tomorrow?
Tomorrow I do plan on working in the morning, but getting off around midday.
Okay.
But you said you got my email address, so you're going to email me.
I'm going to email you the information on our company tonight. I'm going to send you over the third-party authorization so I can get that back to the lender. You're going to have to sign it with your finger because the lenders do not accept the font. So I'm sending it through what's called DocuSign. Are you familiar with it? You tech savvy?
Yes.
Okay.
I am familiar with DocuSign.
Okay, so I'm going to send it through DocuSign. It's a secured site. So the authorization will go through DocuSign. You'll sign it with your finger. And I can get that over to the lenders immediately. And once they have it, they can review it, and then we'll hear something within, like I said, about 48 hours or so. We'll push them so that we can have the timing that we need.
Okay, now this is the weekend, and now even though it's the weekend, you'll still hear back from them, or?
Oh, for sure. We're gonna be on them like nobody's business. We're gonna make sure that we get them to do what they're supposed to do.
Mm-hmm. Now, if I keep the property and y'all want 10%, it's just the payment to y'all, correct?
Yes.
But y'all not gonna want money up front, all the money up front. Y'all, it'll be a payment plan.
We'll work something out. We'll have to. Everything relies on the lender, so we really don't have all the answers. It's just up to you how you proceed, so that we know how we're to process this.
Okay. All right, Malachi. Well, I look forward. Is that all? I got your email. You're emailing me.
So after this call, what I'm going to do is I'm going to send you my number. It has my business card attached to it as well. So when I send this to you, you should, in fact, here I'll send it to you now, so that you have it. And I'm going to make sure that you have it. Let me know when you receive it.
Oh, I got it. I got it.
Okay. So go ahead and check out that information, and once you place your information in there, you'll have my number saved. If you have any questions, feel free to give me a call.
Okay. Okay, and you're gonna email me?
100%. Soon at the conclusion of this call, I'm gonna send you a text, just to give you thank you for the call, and then I'm also going to send you an email directly afterwards.
Awesome. Wow, that's some good news I ain't heard in a while now. We're talking about some stuff going on.
Yeah. Okay. You got any questions so far?
No. I think you answered them so far. But like you said, I'm gonna save your number, and if something comes up, I'm gonna give you a holler.
100%. Well, I look forward to hearing from you. You said tomorrow midday, correct? Around like 12 o'clock?
Yeah, 12 o'clock. You got it.
Okay, I'm going to call you tomorrow at 12. And just if anything changes, you shoot me a text and let me know. That way I can make sure I get in contact with you after you review the information. But tonight you're going to get, as soon as we get off, you'll get an email, but you'll also get the authorization. So once I have that back, I can send that to the lenders immediately.
Okay. Oh, thank you so much, Malachi.
You're welcome, Gomez. You take care of yourself for me, okay? And I'll do the same.
All right, thank you.
I will do. You're welcome. Bye. All right. Gosh darn it. Let's do the next one. All right, so we're going to send him a... All right, so criticism. Guys, absolutely, felt like I was here, and here, because I wasn't interpreting what he was saying. He was saying to me he wants to take the property off his shoulders. So our objective is take the property off of his shoulders. How does he want to do it? He needs to sell this home before the 3rd, because he's got a divorce case coming up. So early as he can, he's got to take this property off his shoulders, so that he is completely done with this property. He doesn't want to do anything with this property. He brought up a mentions and you said something about if I wanted to keep the property. Well, we need to make sure that you can afford it. And if you're already can't afford it now, I don't want to make you any promises that you might keep this thing. It's not in their best fit. So we need to hear back from the lenders first. So there's no answers I have for you today. I can't tell you that you're going to keep the property. Can't tell you that you can stand the property. I don't give those promises. I can say that there's options too, because in the event that you no longer work with us, we best want to make sure that we hand you in a position where it's better than where we found you at. So that may be some assistance somewhere. They may be filing for some kind of recourse of action. However, if you decide to work with us, well, our means is to try to take this property off your shoulders as quickly as possible. Is what does the lenders need? We don't know anything until the lenders get back with us. So that's my huge criticism. So felt like I was here and here. So I'm trying to kind of clean this up a little bit, and I'm not cleaning it up, but just organize it better. If I can organize it means whereas it's more articulated better, because he was even like, hold on, what do you mean? I can keep it 10%? No. Like at best, we probably should charge for the services that we're providing. We're gonna uplift it off the shoulders as 10% of whatever the valuation is. That's how this works. And yes, I don't mind telling people what my fee is. Like if that's just transparency. If it's 10%, it's 10%. It's like if we would put it on the market, we sell it for 10%. We need to sell it for 10% of the valuation. That's how this works. It says 10%. If we buy it for 10 grand, then we're not buying it for 10 grand and taking only 10%. No, that's not how this works. We need to know what the lenders are requiring, because if the lender said it's 10,000, but that's only what the taxes are covering, we don't have enough skin in this game to really want to desire in this property. We want to make sure what the total amount, without putting the chariot before the horse, how this works. So let me go and send him a text. I told him I was going to send him a text directly after. So I want to make sure that I'm making these calls with clarity. Number 2, I kind of sped through that one too. My timing is like I have a lot of information in my head, my brain, and it's clicking on cylinders. It's like a V12 engine, and they're like on a V6, and I'm trying to like get them to know the knowledge, but I don't want to like give them overbarging knowledge that they don't understand what I'm saying, but then they get a different interpretation that is not what I'm stating. So then we have two completely different points of view, and then when it's time to come together, they want this and we have this, and we're stuck with trying to figure out where the rubber meets the road, and it's not enough timing to have a deficiency, whereas there's two different interpretations going on. You're in foreclosure. You gotta stop thinking that there's going to be something in this. There has to be a means that we can comply with whatever the foreclosure attorneys are claiming to, so that we can get the best insider knowledge of what's going on. That does not mean whatever else you misconstrued it for. We want to know what the ground what's the low barrier to entry to figure out what we need to do to get this property off your shoulders. Like you're burdened right now by this nuance of going to foreclosure and a divorce, and you gotta split the house. Like what? Come on. So we gotta figure out what's really going on here, and we're getting some of the information from you. But if you own the house, why are you splitting it up again? So there's that last criticism I have of myself. There's not enough information. Like he was asking me good questions, but then at the same time, it was like I needed more out of him, of his answers. So that was my key thing. It was like get more knowledge from him. I needed more insight to what he's facing. I need to know what he's dealing with. Like, I mean, like we need to be here. Like we need to know exactly what we face with. So, overall, good call though. I mean, he returned the phone call back. He was appreciative of it. He enjoyed it. Like he's probably been getting hammered by other calls, and it sounds like that I was probably about the best that he's heard so far. Um, nice. That's what we do here. Like we just tell them it straightforward. Like you may not work with me, you may work with my partner. My partner may not work with you, and my realtor may come in and sell this thing. But whatever happens, you are going to be working directly and solely with me. So we're going to work through this whatever maze we need to get through to figure out where's the core of your challenge, where's the root problem, so we can actually start uprooting the bad things that you've got in your mind, uprooting all that stuff, so we can plant you in fertile ground so that you can start sprouting in a better position. We don't need you to be going out trying to get into more debt to be in debt. Like that's just not what we're doing here. Like it makes no sense that you're impressionable for something else. But if you're saying that there are claimants too, that there's a dollar amount that's owed, and you're sharing a house with somebody else and the payments aren't getting made, why are you paying the payments in full if you're not going to have the payments? What is going on? Does she own this house? Does she have interest in this house? Are the lenders telling you something that you're not hearing? Because I'm hearing something different. Like you're hearing something completely different, and you're sharing a house and she's not on it. And you're the only one on it. So much going on here, people. So, hey. It's a good day to buy some real estate. It's a good day to buy some real estate. Oh my gosh. Man, it's just I enjoy these calls because individuals they hear me speak and their burdens are uplifted. Um, it's a beautiful thing. All right, so I'm just gonna send them a text. You guys can get the script. Super simple to get the script. You guys know how to get the script below. But we're just gonna say something super simple. We're gonna say, "Hey Gomez." Guys, get the script below. I'm just gonna take this one out though because I'm live. Hey Gomez. Thank you for taking my call. Nope. Think about not speaking with you. Look forward to solving Your property challenge. Let's catch up. Let's speak more in detail tomorrow at 12. I have you. No, I have you. Have you scheduled for us to speak more in detail tomorrow at 12. There we go. Trying to take myself out of just in case if I don't talk to him, somebody else will. Somebody else from the team will. Details tomorrow at 12 p.m. But more than likely, I would hope to follow up because I was the one that talked to him. It's just how this works. But process. Move myself out of them. I need to be the guy they move through, not always like week 2, because then if they always rely on me, then who else on my team is valuable? No, I need my team guys to pick up and like making the phone calls, and that's how this works. Work through me, not to me. Like to me is like great because then you work me, but then what do I do about all the other individuals who need my help? No, I need you to work through me, through my team, and we get you in the proper processings that you need, and then you still get the best results because you're working with the best company. Woo! All right, so tomorrow. If you have any questions about the process, send me a call. Look for let's chat more. Let's chat more in due time. So tomorrow, I'm sending you an email now with our information and the authorization. Form. Authorization form. If you have any questions about the process, send me a call. Let's chat more anytime. Oh my gosh. Nice. We're back. We're back, baby. We're back. No, we're not. There we go. Oh gosh. It's like playing pool with the stars. There you go. No. Handsomely. No. Handsomely. Gosh. We're gonna go get a stand. Like we're gonna go get the whole kit. We're still learning here, guys. Educating ourselves. We're gonna be like beast mode with this after a while. Oh, that worked. What did I do? Gotta fix my hair cleaners over here. Handsome. All right. Let's send this guy an email. If he gave us an email. Yeah, I can't give you guys all like details. I gave you the details, and I'm just glad I didn't give you guys the whole full address. I don't even think I said the address. We'll look back on this one to see if I sent the address. All right, so I gotta send this to send the information. What in the world, babe? Heck? We're just gonna discard that altogether. So I don't know what that was all about. I need to get these endeavors in order with my computer because this is not going to work with this matters on my phone. It's cool to do it on your phone, like the whole cell phone gig thing is cool. I like it. It's cool. Like it's great. Like it makes me money. But honey, the computer is where it's at. Sirs, ma'ams, all of you amazing people across the world. When you do it from your computer, it is so much simpler. But I enjoy doing it from my phone because I get to show all my naysayers that like you can actually do this through your phone. You can do this through the phone, yeah. So what do you need a computer for? To tote around extras? What do you need to tote around a computer for? You can do it. You can do it from your cell phone. Even if you have a tablet, you can do it from a tablet. You guys remember the whole thing about I said she's right and he's wrong? I haven't gotten her side of the story either. Just so we're clear here. Just so we're clear here. Although she has no pertains to the property yet. Yet. That's the key word. She doesn't have it yet. And our objective is to get all this information back from the foreclosure attorneys and the lender. Well, we want to get it from the lenders. We need the source. We don't need the middleman work, but that's for you advanced individuals. Let's get the advance. If you need more advancement, we have means of getting you the advancement. But the individuals who are like new to this, trying to get true to this, the means of the third party authorization is so that we can see the detail. I mean, you heard it in the live. We need to know what's going on. We don't know anything. Like, for me to tell you something that I don't know, I can't tell you. I don't know. Like, I just don't know. I just told you I don't know. Like, I don't want you to put that burden on me because I'm not giving you something that the lenders. I can offer you $150,000. You tell me it's like $100,000 up, but then I go and look and there's like 60 liens, or she liened the house, or her attorney liened the house, or whatever. Like, you just don't know. You don't know. I don't know if she don't know, if he don't know. All right, that email didn't work. Need to call him back. Need that email.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
Okay. All right, and we gotta add this number to our. There we go. All right, so now this goes from property inquiries, and now we're gonna send a third party. So it actually changes the colors again. Oh, the beautiful colors of the rainbow. All right, gotta change the colors because it's a different color that we use for that particular one. And now I gotta drop all the notes in here now, and the callbacks and all the blah 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 blah, and all his information too. I think I spelled Manor, Texas incorrectly too. Definitely know I spelled Austin correctly. Yeah, the investors who don't tell their fees are probably afraid to tell their fees. I'm just curious why they're afraid to tell their fees. I'm not putting you guys on the spot. By all means, I want to thank you guys for viewing. I do want to thank you guys for viewing. I'm just curious why you guys so afraid to just tell your fees. Like 12% is cool. 12% is not a lot of head over heels. A lot of money. Like $300,000 deal, 10%. It's like 30 grand. It's not a lot of money. $3 million deal, 10%. It's $300,000. It's not a lot of money. Just be real, people. Just be real. Tell these people what is on. Stop sending them head over heels. Like placing them in a 30-day contract to tell them what? That their house is going to be sold? And you don't sell their house in 30 days? Just trifling. Just, we're going to cut that part out too. But I'm just going to give you the face. That's all. I'm just going to give you the face. Okay, we're not going to use the face either. Okay, there's no facial features I got for you guys. There's no verbiage. Like the verbiage I just used was probably what I really into. But it's just my entirety thing is, and I don't want to long-winded about this one because I can rant all day about this particular subject. I hear so many people, and it makes my ears bleed, that they are afraid to tell these individuals on what they make on the deal. Like, if you want to sell your home, you're going to sell your home. Now, you can go short sell your home all day long and get less than what you owe, but your credit's going to be rocked. And once you get bad credit, good luck trying to go and find something to rent. I'm being straightforward with you. Like, there's hardly going to be a place for you to go and rent in a society where it's mostly credit. You can probably find a wild landlord, but once your house is sold and you got it on your credit that you sold your house for less than what you pulled the market out for, pull the loan for, it's gonna be hard to go get another loan and put a property. And then if you got a large sum of cash, you're probably gonna have to go pay taxes on it. Once you pay the taxes on it, you're probably gonna be hard to be left with anything after that. Can offer you cash for keys, $10,000, like cover the rears, $4,000 for the move, 14 in. Like people. Like there's ways of doing this. There's right ways to do this. There's so many ways to do it. I don't even want to say like my way is the only way to do it. Like I don't want to make it seem like that either. Like if you have a winning way that successfully work for you, stick to it. Work with it. If it works for you, then it's great for you. We can only give you the experience of what we have. So let's make sure. All right. Touche. I have that. No, I don't. I have something completely different. Let's send him this now. And I'm also going to send him this while we're on the phone on this live too. Why wait? What are we waiting for? Let's make sure I get this out too. Yeah, I don't know when the lenders could tell me they take up to 5 days to get it done, but each lender varies. there's ways of getting the lenders to push. So we know the ways of getting them to push. All right, sent that. Let's send that. We sent that. Let's see. All right, I need to send him one more. Where's my templates? Should be, there we go. Curious, why is this what I'm looking for is not in, oh, there it is. Spoke a bit too soon. All right, there we go. Nope. Wait, why don't want let me send it to them through? Okay. Trying to do SMS here. Don't know what's up with that. Interesting. Oh, and you can send it through that means too. I probably can send it another way too, but I don't know that route. I don't know if that was the full thing that was supposed to be sent. I believe I updated it though. I did. Good stuff. All right, so we got that over to them, everything they needed, and we'll get that going for them. All right, so on to the next one, shall we? Oh, we're already on to the next one. Said that earlier. Hey, Ty, if you're seeing this, T, if you're seeing this, I'm not gonna burst your name out. But T, if you're seeing this, the method that you said, I'm gonna do that on this one. I'm gonna send it on here first, but then I wanna send them the lettering and stuff through that means that you sent me. I think that would be like super duper simple for them to. I'm almost impressed that will work. I'm almost certain that that's gonna work. I'll call them tomorrow, let them know everything's sent, let them know we got everything covered. Pop. All right, is everything's everything on that one? So we could go ahead to the next one. Yes. Darn. All right, it's about that time. So, in fact, gosh darn it. I gotta be better for the time in the day. All right, guys, we're actually gonna end it there. I believe this video was actually like super valuable, though. I really do. Or just valuable in general. I believe that we covered our bases. Episode number 49, guys. Day number 44 of the cold calling challenge, and we're making our progress here. Progress over perfection. I was just talking to a client earlier. It's like we do our best to be perfectionists. Like we do everything to perfectionists, but at best we're making progress. We're okay with the progress because we know the progress is where we marry the process. We're marrying the process. We know that we're more entwined with what is rather than what we wanted to be. So I'd rather more be a what is than what is not or whatever comes to mind and wishes to be. Because I know even I'm a being too, so I have those intuition thoughts too. It's like, you know, if it could be that way, it would be that way, but it's not. It's not. It's just reality. I'm a realist. So overall, that last call, I hope you guys found that as a value. This is raw. This is uncut. I have not started cutting the videos yet, editing them. I'm super stoked for these to be like, for you guys, like every call is a deal. But however, I'm doing these off the fly, so I'm not even concerned with like them being off the fly. I don't even want them to be like, because it's not. Like the whole thing about every call being an answer is a myth. Like how many movies have you watched that are actual hits? Like you have a Men in Black 1, 2, and 3, but be honest, how many Men in Blacks are actually like quality? You have so many like Ghostbusters, but how many Ghostbusters were actually like chef's kiss? You know, you try wines, right? You guys are any of wine drinkers out there? You try multiple wines, and some of them are sweet, some of them tart, but you know, like if you try enough of them, you come across something of a quality. Or for individuals that just like apples, like you said you like apples, you try a different kind of apples, a variety of apples, and the apples are like you try them and they're like, oh, I like this one more. I like Granny Smith's a little bit more than I like the Melodies, you know. So you try them out, or you try them and you like red apples or green apples. I like in this case. There's green apples, people who are like the simplest to work with and just sort of easygoing. And then there's yellow apples who have questions, they're on the fence. There's experience that they've had with individuals who are not committed to solving their challenge, and they were only out for a quick buck. It didn't work out, didn't pan out, and they probably crashed and burned. And they're probably, I don't know, whatever, just didn't work out. And then you have like completely bad, like very bad shore apples, like the apples that just fall off the tree and there's worms all inside them, and they just bad in the core. I'm not bad in the core. That's not even the word I want to use. There's just their core is rotten. You know, just don't want to work with them, and they just are gonna go all the way through with what they think they know. And as much as you want to help them solve their challenge, they are just set in what they think is going to be the end all be all. So I don't look to convince. I don't look to just. I just give you the reality. I give you what you're faced with and what I'm able to resourcefully provide. Other than that, I've taken myself out of the picture. I have resources for you in which you are provided with, which you do with them, so long as you proactively use those resources and they move you in the direction that is best fit for you, and you enforce those and you make do with what you have. If you want to sell your home quick, we can wholesale the home. If you want to figure out how you can put some money down and redeem it, and it may cost you some money to do it. You got pay to play, and then we got partners to pay, and there's individuals that come in along, so it may not be best fit for you, and maybe you having to jazz it out and you have to rent your house, and then of course there's just completely out the deal, sell your home. It's just like not wholesale. We can stick it on the market. If it sells, you could sell, but then you got to deal with all the taxes and all the other sensible stuff that comes along with it. However, it's our objective to assure that your challenge of whatever you're facing is uplifted, whether it be a tax lien, whether it be a water bill, you name it. Revert back to the very first 10 minutes of the phone of this live stream, 11 minutes of the live stream, and you guys are going to be cold calling warriors. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for me this evening, guys. If you guys have any questions, drop them below. Thank you guys for liking these videos. If you got value from it, please like them. Let me know what you guys think about these videos. Drop it below. You know, I take criticism. I don't mind, especially if it comes from a place of building. So constructive criticism is best. I do open my ears to individuals who have the how the experience of this business is, and you have massive success in this business, I am open to it, hearing what you say. Am I going to implement it? I don't know. You just have to show the cone and show the bucks. Show me you made 9 figures in this business. Okay, but it's not a test. It's not a measuring test. It's not a stick measuring test there. But no, if you guys have like legit of resources for that I can hear from you guys that I can adhere to, I'll open my ears for it though. In all seriousness, I will open my ears to what you guys have. Other than that, if you guys like this content, subscribe below as I continuously bring this out for you guys. I'm doing my best to bring out the best of the insiders. I'm doing them live, so these are something that I'm doing my best that you guys are getting the raw of it. Eventually, when they do become shortened and cut and condensed and everything else, I mean, they're just going to be hit and go. Like, for now, they're just raw and uncut, and I'm just giving you guys exactly what these phone calls are going to be like when you get on the phone and when you call these property owners and they're asking you questions and you have to answer them on the fly. It's better to have a guide to get you to the golden gates rather than going off of your own, newness and novice. If you want to get to that next level, follow the guide. There's a guide there for you guys. It's within the means of navigation. It's like you guys just got to navigate. Other than that, I'm going to digress there. You have a fantastic evening, guys. Today has been my best day of my life, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. Peace. Carp diem. Ciao.